We're going to be reading All of My Stripes, and it is a story for children with autism, but I think it is important for everybody to hear this. It is by Shania Rudolph and Danielle Royer and illustrated by Jennifer Zivoyne. I think that's how you say it. So, All of My Stripes. Zane ran home as fast as he could. "Nobody gets me, Mama." Mama hugged Zane. He began to tell her all about his bad day. This morning in art class, the teacher started a hoof painting project. I didn't want to get paint on my hooves, so the teacher gave me a paintbrush. All of the other zebras noticed, and they were making fun of me because they didn't understand why I wouldn't use my hoofs. Mama said, "I bet that made you feel different from the rest of your group." Zane replied, "It did, but paint is just too weird to touch." During math class, the fire alarm blared loudly while the children in my class were getting in line quietly. I hid under the desk screaming and covering my ears. The class left without me, and I was scared until the firefighter found me. Oh no, he's all by himself. When the class came back from lunch, everyone was putting their lunchboxes in their cubbies. Some classmates were talking about a video game I play all the time, but I didn't know how to start talking to them. I started talking about all the things I knew about the game. But since I was staring at the floor, nobody knew I was talking to them. When the other kids walked away, I started talking louder. I really wanted them to hear me, but everybody was getting ready for science class. We sat down for science and were learning about the planets. Our teacher gave us each a planet to draw, but I wanted to create my own. When it came time to present, I felt different from the rest of the class again. My teacher loved my planet and said, "Whatever floats your boat." I spent the rest of the afternoon looking for a boat in the classroom. I think it's okay to be different and to create your own things. Do you think that's okay? I think so too. Zane was crying. "How come all anybody sees is my autism stripe?" Mama carried Zane over to the mirror. "When I look at you, I see many different stripes. If one of them were missing, you wouldn't be the same." So there he is. You can see his little stripe on the top that's different from his mom and his classmates. But it's okay to be different. "I see your pilot stripe when we get lost in a city. You always remember the way home." "Your caring stripe makes you act kindly towards others. When your classmates think it's funny to bully other kids, you come to the rescue." Aw, that's so nice. Do any of you have a caring stripe? I bet you do. "Your honesty stripe lets me always trust your word. When other parents have to worry that their kids aren't telling the truth, I know you always are." "My favorite stripe is your curiosity stripe. When all the other kids are falling asleep in class, you want to know more. I love when you come home and tell me everything you learned. Sometimes you ask me questions and I don't even know the answers." Mama pointed out the rest of Zane's amazing stripes. The more stripes she explained, the better Zane began to feel about himself. By the time she was finished, Zane loved himself again. Zane ran outside, feeling the warmth of the sun. Finally, he felt proud of all of his stripes. He said, "There's more to me than just my autism stripe. It's just part of me." The other parts make the whole me. I love each stripe because without them, I wouldn't be me. Okay, so at the end of this book, it talks about what autism is, and it talks about being different and different things that children go through, that it's okay that you are different. So I would like for everybody to have a piece of paper, and I also want everybody to get some crayons and markers. And then I want you to draw your own stripes. So you could have stripes on the paper that look like this, because you could be like him. You could also just have different stripes. You could have straight stripes like on the back of the book. You could have curly stripes. You could have just one color. You could have many colors. Whatever it is that makes you have your own stripes, because no one's is going to be the same. And then I want you to explain all of your stripes. So what makes you different from everybody else?